everybody. Welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Association radio talk show. I am your host, Toya Tillett, and we're here on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. I'm here with my special guest today, Michelle. I think I've been saying your name wrong this whole time. I just looked at it and noticed I'm like, there's no R or A in there.
Yeah.
I've been saying Estrella. Is it Estelle?
Estelle, yes.
Estelle.
And I didn't correct you because it's okay,
I
but yes.
made it.
I know I didn't correct you. I should have, but it's okay. It's Estelle. Michelle
Okay.
Estelle.
Michelle Estelle, my special guest, Michelle Estelle, who was Michelle Estelle for the last 3 segments. I just gave her a whole new last name, so forgive me for that.
That's okay.
So she's here. She is a branch manager with Guild Mortgage in Wildomar. And so we've been talking a lot about her extensive knowledge and expertise in the loan industry. She has been doing this now for 39 years. She's seen it all, I would say. Some very interesting things, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
And so before we left, we were just getting into some nuts and bolts of time management and how she stays focused to be able to handle her level of clientele, because I'm pretty sure she gets really busy, and then you have so many people pulling at you and calling you and needing information. So I was just wondering how she stayed focused with all that. During the break, we actually were doing a little chatting, and I found out that for loan officers, they have to do continuing education every single year and also pay and reapply for their licenses every year. So, Michelle, you want to tell those future loan officers what they can expect if they're out there, they're listening to you, and they say, "Hey, I want to do it. Michelle's I want to get into the industry." Just give them a little insight.
Yeah, so I can compare it to the realtor because maybe there'll be real estate agents listening too. So what's different about our MLO license is that everybody renews at the same time.
Oh.
So it doesn't actually matter when you got it.
Oh.
You have to renew it the same time every year. So the way our process works is we have to start continuing. Well, we can start continuing education April.
Okay.
And then we have to finish it in order to renew our license by the end of the year. Or if we have a gap, we can't work.
Oh, wow.
So we start anytime between April and let's say November 1. You can do your continuing education, which is 8 hours of federal, I think, and 2 hours of your specific state. And if you do other states, you have to do their minimum requirements.
Wow.
And then the only time that you can start to do your application for your new year license is November 1. And so from November 1 until January or December 31st is your renewal period. So those 2 months, and then you're active again on January 1. And then in April, you can start your continuing education again. So we have to do it every year, and we have to pay our renewal fee every year.
Wow. Yeah, that's very different. I had no idea. I thought maybe you guys had to do like every 2 or 3 years, maybe, but I didn't know it's yearly. So, if you're thinking about becoming a loan officer, just keep that in mind. Like I tell people who are aspiring to be realtors, and it's like, well, why do you really want to be in real estate? Like, what's the attraction? And just letting them know there's investments. I mean, with any business, you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Your education. So if you're not prepared, or you're not that kind of person, it may not be the field for you to go into, because you're definitely gonna have to make some annual and quarterly, sometimes investments, or monthly investments into your business and into yourself. So yeah, definitely. That's that blows my mind. I had
Yeah, because like real estate agents, if you got your real estate license in May, then you renew by May in year 4, and so on. But for everyone, so you don't want to get your license before November 1 if you're a loan officer, because actually, if you did it before November 1, you still have to do it on November 1 for the next year. They don't give you any grace. You have to do it. So most people who are getting their prerequisite work done to be a loan officer would just wait and not get their first license until after November 1, so that it'll count for that other year. And then it's there's no staggered renewal for any of us. We all have to renew the same time.
Wow. See, yeah, you learn something new every day. I've been been in this for 18 years and I'm still learning new stuff.
Yeah.
This is why I love this show and bringing on different guests and getting to know different parts from other parts of the industry that I'm actually not in or, haven't been able to really figure out. So this has
Mhm.
been so helpful, so amazing. Thank you so much.
Mhm, yeah.
So what do you see now? Because I know we used to be able to predict the market a little bit better than we can now. It's been a little bit more volatile, especially during COVID. Like everybody just knew, oh my gosh, this is the end. It's gonna
Mm.
crash. And I'm telling you, that was my busiest year. It was
Yeah.
the pandemic. I showed I don't even want to talk about how many houses I showed, but I'm like
Yeah.
showing houses. I got listings. I'm like, I got sellers want to sell. I got buyers wanting to buy. It was just booming. And like you said, you sold at Christmas time. I was closing homes. I actually wrote a contract on Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Well, in the
Yeah.
middle of me cooking my Thanksgiving dinner, I sat
Yeah.
down and wrote a contract for a buyer because they just had to have that house. I had a listing closed, I think in like November. I had a couple buyers close in December,
Mhm.
like just in time for Christmas and everything. So, you
Mhm.
gone are the days of where it was just like, oh, the holidays are slow. You're not going to pick up any real estate until springtime. That is out
Mhm.
the window.
Yeah.
We're selling all year long.
Right, exactly.
Unfortunately, I would love to keep talking to you much longer, but our time on the show has come to an end. So before we go, please tell the people where they can reach out to you if they're looking for, if they're looking to get a home loan. So go ahead and
Yeah.
give them your information.
So you've said it a couple times now, but I'm with Guild Mortgage, and my branch is in Wildemar. And I don't know if I give you my phone number, it's
Yeah, go ahead, give out your phone
909
number.
909-229-1730. That's my cell phone, and that's the best way to reach me. Otherwise, you can stop by the branch. We are there every day, every weekday, and by appointment on the weekends.
All right, awesome. I'd like to thank my special guest, Michelle Estelle, once again for joining me and being on the show today. If you have any questions or need any information regarding your taxes or international real estate properties, you can reach out to me at 909-494-2280. Once again, that's 909-494-2280. Again, I'm your host, Latoya Tillett. Special guest today, Michelle Estelle of Guild Mortgage, branch manager. Thank you again, Michelle. And I hope you
Thank you.
continue to have a prosperous new year and maybe we get to do some deals together.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right.
I enjoyed my time.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you again. And we'll see you all next month.